In today's video, we'll be going over a recently released demo for Marvel's Spider-Man. It's spanning about 19 minutes, and while it's a lot of same in terms of the gameplay elements, a full 19-minute gameplay demo is always appreciated, so I'll be looking at that. A game from EA has well surpassed their expected sales. We covered this game earlier. It's been a few months since its release, and we haven't heard from it for a little bit, so we'll talk a little bit about that. No Man's Sky has got yet another update, patch 1.51, and a lot of bug fixes were introduced with that, and that is available right now. We'll go over what was fixed. A brand new PlayStation 4 puzzle game was announced, and that looks really great. Vampyr, the very good semi-open world vampire themed RPG, is getting an update bringing 2 new game modes that'll spice up the main campaign and allow you to play in different ways. And if you want access to the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 private beta, there's a pretty interesting way to get it. More on that at the end of this video. First, there is a new 19-minute Marvel Spider-Man PlayStation 4 demo. This is coming out of the Anycommon Games Hong Kong 2018 event in China, and during the event, a live gameplay demo was shown off of Marvel Spider-Man. It spans about 19 minutes long. It's a lot of the gameplay we have already seen, but seeing it all in one succession, it seems like a lot of you guys just eat up whatever you see Spider-Man related, so there is that. It's more Marvel Spider-Man, how can you go wrong with that? Next up, A Way Out, one of the most surprisingly great games of 2018. I think a lot of us were expecting A Way Out to be pretty good, but Hazelights' story-driven game turned out to be really great, and it did a lot better commercially than EA and honestly myself had expected. Being a co-op only game, I had my reservations on how well this game was gonna do, but with the added fact of one copy of the game lets you play it with a friend, I think that helped out the game a lot, and commercially it did very well, and it has surpassed 2.6 million players played. Now that's not actually sold, that is just touted as 2.6 million players experiencing the game between April and June. Still, it was said by EA CEO Andrew Wilson that the game did surpass EA's original expectations. And we did hear a while ago that the game did sell north of 1 million units, so that is incredible for a game like this, especially coming from a publisher like EA. When they see games like this perform well, it just entices them to put more games out like this, because at the end of the day, not all of us are very fond of EA, but guess what? Their financials are top notch, and they can make just about any game happen from a financial standpoint. So games like A Way Out performing well from a commercial standpoint are great for gaming.
See that tower? Yeah, that's where we're heading. I was convicted for the murder of my own brother. I'm gonna set things right. For me and for my family. Did you hear about the weather? I did. It's our window. We'll leave tonight.
Next up, we and the entire gaming community have been talking a lot about No Man's Sky. The No Man's Sky next update just launched on Tuesday, and now we have yet another patch for the game, patch 1.51 for PlayStation 4 and PC, and it is fixing a lot of things. Now, there are a ton of fixes to go over. I'm not going to list everything, but we'll have a link in the description box down below. But as far as some of the bugs that were fixed, it fixed the crash caused by memory corruption, fixed the crash in the animation system, fixed the crash when saving on a freighter, fixed the crash when fleet expeditions end without their capital ship present, fixed a number of memory leaks, and so much more. It's great to see that No Man's Sky is continuing to get updated. Next has been received fairly well, but there's still a lot of work to be done with the game, and it looks like Hello Games aren't giving up on it yet. We've already covered No Man's Sky Next very much in depth, so we won't go over what's in that update right now, but if you're interested in NMS, check out one of our previous videos. A brand new PlayStation 4 puzzle game was announced, and it looks very good. It is The Sojourn, and it is being published by Iceberg Interactive. The announcement trailer is up, and The Sojourn is described as a thought-provoking first-person puzzle game in which you traverse the parallel worlds of light and darkness in search of answers to the nature of reality. You are born into a beautiful, pure land, but everything is not as it seems. Darkness seeps through every crevice and forms the foundation of the world you live in. Open your eyes to the shadows of the world to uncover the hidden truth. truth. Venture into the enchanting world of the Sojourn and face life's obstacles by solving dozens of unique puzzles that will change your perception of your own reality. Take in gorgeous environments as you delve into the game's 4 chapters, each with a distinct atmosphere and style. The debut trailer showcases how artistic this game is, and it's been compared to another puzzle game, The Witness, and The Witness was a very good game, so that is very positive praise. The Sojourn won't be making it in 2018, but it should be coming sometime in 2019.
Just let go and open your heart. You can find your own way and overcome the many challenges of this life. The world around you is not what it seems. A world only a few dare to seek out. In this sojourn.
Next up, we talked a little bit ago about how A Way Out was one of the surprisingly great games of 2018. Well, another surprisingly great game of this year was Vampyr. Vampyr was a game that I personally thoroughly enjoyed. However, I could definitely see some shortcomings in the game, especially from a gameplay and combat standpoint. That wasn't Vampyr's strong suit. However, from a storytelling and world building standpoint, Vampyr really nailed that. I think the game did a lot better than the publisher had anticipated, and now the game is coming out with an update to bring 2 new game modes to spice up the single player. There will be 2 modes you can now play the story in. You could either play with the story mode, or you could play with the hard mode, and you could probably come to a conclusion on which those modes cater to. The story mode puts combat on the back burner in favor of really prominently featuring the story, so the combat's gonna be easier, and that is fantastic because at some points in this game, the combat got really grating, and that was one of the parts that kind of put me off about the game, but the story was so good, so honestly, for newcomers to the game, I would probably recommend going with the story mode. However, for those of you that want a little bit more of a challenge, there will be a hard mode which offers tougher scraps and gives you fewer experience points for kills. I don't know about that one. With Vampyr, I did primarily play through the main story, so I was underleveled in a lot of the areas, and a hard mode would just make things even more difficult, but for those of you that want that option, that's great that they're offering it. I think for most people that just want to experience the great story in the game, that story mode is going to be a great addition to the game, and is actually going to, in my eyes, improve the game substantially. We don't know when this update is going to drop, but we will keep you updated. And finally, we are just a few short months away from the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 release, and there will be a beta available in August, and Xfinity is actually going to give you a preview. Here's the post from Xfinity. We're excited to partner with Activision and Call of Duty in an even bigger way for fans this year. Xfinity is proud to offer our internet customers this special opportunity to get in early and play what is no doubt one of the world's most anticipated video games of the year. Plus, it reinforces our internet speed and capabilities that maximize the gaming experience. And similar to Call of Duty World War II, all Xfinity customers will get access to the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 private beta. So for those of you that are customers and want access to the private beta, there you go. You will get absolutely free access and a chance to check out Black Ops 4. You can also sign up for an Xfinity sweepstakes that'll give you an early look at the full game.
And what they can do is simplified and pure, but it's still very much a Call of Duty game. You still have create a class, you're still selecting weapons and their attachments, you still have wild cards and score streaks, and all the things that you'd expect out of a Black Ops or a Call of Duty game is all there still. But the specialists bring that tactical aspect of the game, slow the game pace down a little bit, create decision making in that loop with the healing as its own mechanic now. The fog of war changes and a lot more.
Right, so you talked about customization. So the Pick 10 returns. Can you tell us how it's changing and how it's staying the same in Black Ops 4?
Yeah, so there's a couple at the highest level. The main change is that every weapon, right, is, if you play a lot of Call of Duty, you would know that like every assault rifle pretty much has the same attachments across the base. So
that is going to conclude this video. Marvel's Spider-Man has gotten a new 19-minute gameplay demo that is coming out of the Anycommon Games Hong Kong 2018 convention out of China. A Way Out has surpassed 2.6 million players. Great to see a game like that performing so well. No Man's Sky has gotten a brand new patch. Patch 1.51 fixes a lot of issues. Good to see that game still making progress. The Sojourn is a brand new puzzle game, and it's coming to the PlayStation 4 sometime in 2019. Vampyr is getting a brand new update with 2 new game modes, a story mode as well as a hard mode, and for you Xfinity customers out there, you can get access to the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 private beta. That's gonna wrap this one up. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.